So when you do join GFU, guys, you have the opportunity to remain a customer, which is you just use the products or services. Or if you feel like this can benefit other people, you can get paid by sharing the platform, where you're now becoming an affiliate. Now, once you do grow your organization to a certain amount of numbers, you then get paid from the company. Now, people have joined this and they've built their organization. So, an organization that we are a part of is called Mastermind Investment Group. So, when you guys join, you receive a welcome message where you go through the Mighty app and you're now on the Mastermind Investment platform. That is an organization that has been created by a gentleman called Premium Bells. Now, Premium Bells has been in the industry of network marketing for around 10 years, of entrepreneurship for around 10, 11 years. In GFU at the moment, he makes anywhere from 100 to 150K a month. All right. Now, within Mastermind Investment Group, we then have a different organizations. We then have an individual called Chris Kitanos. Okay, a lot of you should be familiar with who he is, right? He's the person that introduced me into the business. We was working not together, but alongside each other 4 to 5 years ago, and we was both struggling making 2K a month within the industry. Okay, I joined through him into this organization, into GFU, right? He's currently a diamond, which means he is 25 years of age, guys, making up to 50,000 minimum of $50,000 a month at the age of 25. Okay. Now we have us, House of Riches, myself. Okay. Now this has been an organization and a brand more so. It's very, very important, guys, that branding, what branding is. Every single one of you on this call is a brand, right? Mr. Bonds is a brand, right? So Toyosi is a brand. Everyone on this call, you are a brand. And what we are a part of, the organization is House of Riches. Okay. So this has been around for around 4 to 5 years now. And I was thinking about it earlier, like every single year we've grown within the people. The same people haven't always been here. Don't get me wrong, it's business. Not everyone's meant to be here the whole ride. Same way everyone's not meant to be with you the whole your life journey. Some people are only with you from, I don't know, primary school, high school, then you go to college and you go to uni and then you move on, right? So not everyone's going to be there the whole journey, but there are a few people that have been here for the whole journey. And it's a proud moment to be able to see that we are into the hundreds when it comes to an organization, but the goal is so much bigger. And what I want to do very quickly is I just want to show you guys something, and I want you guys to just share what you think or what it means to you by seeing this. Okay. I just want to see if you guys what it means to you to see this. All right. Let me just find it, guys. Bear with me. Okay. Right. Let me share my screen. You guys should be able to see my screen now. Can anyone, if you could drop in one word or a few words or a sentence, what this means to you? What does this mean to you? If you don't know what it is, just say, I have no clue, no idea. What the hell is that, Josh? Right? If you do have an idea, I just want to just see what it means. Okay. Financial freedom, freedom. Anyone else? Passive income, change to the future, freedom in every way. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Residual, a way out, global impact, bye bye 9 to 5, leaderboards. Okay. Guessing, I appreciate the guessing. Network marketing, pay, freedom, impact, freedom, residual income. Right. Very, very interesting, right? Now, it could mean anything to a lot of people. It could mean many, many different things, pension savings. All right, cool. So, what this is, guys, this is what we call our compensation plan. All right. I remember there was a saying, it's called LEAP. It's a legacy, what is it? A legacy appreciate, no, a legacy, what's the saying? Let me try and find it. There was a saying of what this actually means. And once you understand this, guys, once I saw this 5 years ago and it was broken down to me, it just meant freedom. For what most of you guys are saying in the chat, it pretty does much mean ultimately freedom. And for those that do know what it means, legacy earning appreciation program. All right. It's a legacy earning appreciation program. Now, a lot of you that are familiar with seeing this, you probably are working towards maybe 2 or 5K a month. That's what most people want to work towards to be able to leave their job. But when I started this 5 years ago, the company that I was with at the time, the mindset of the company, the mindset of the community, the mindset of the organization, the mindset of myself was to max out the compensation plan. So when we have a conversation about affiliate program, guys, or when you guys see this, really and truly, I don't want anyone looking anything under than Crown Diamond. But the beautiful thing with this business, guys, and some of you may be looking at it thinking, what does Crown Diamond mean? So let's just look from down upwards. If you are a Crown Diamond in this business, guys, it means you earn 500K a month, 124K a week. You have over 15,000 people or 30,000 people combined within your organization. Okay. But the beautiful thing with this compensation plan or this business, guys, is that you can't get to that level. If that's my goal to max out the compensation plan, right? I don't know another industry. I don't know another occupation. I don't have another skill. I don't know another career that gives you black and white blueprints for you to earn 500,000 a month. Personally, if you do know otherwise, we can have another conversation. I'll sign up later tonight, all right? But for this to work, for you to get to that rank, you need to help someone else go to Ambassador Diamond, okay? Would anyone else is tax-free by any chance? Martaz, this is going on YouTube. There's HMRC out there. Unless you work for them, no comment, right? So, Ambassador Diamond, would anyone like to earn 375K a month in the chat? Let me know if that is you. If you would like to earn, it may be too, listen, I don't expect people to say yes because that may be too much money. That may be too hard to believe. So don't just say me if you don't actually would like it. Some people just want to make 10K a month and that don't make me better. But understand, if that's my goal, I want to earn 500,000 a month. I have to help a few people go to Ambassador Diamond. Okay. Now, if that's too much money, guys, let's go down one level. Let's go to Presidential Diamond, 200K a month. If you want to make 200K a month, or you'd like to do that, or you feel like that's enough to create legacy, then you can comment right now. Okay. Now, if that's too much money, it's too overwhelming. Oh my days, it's too much money. Let's go down to 100K a month. Right. Now, if that's overwhelming, let's go to 50. So what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that not everyone needs to see the vision with House of Riches. Not everyone saw the vision. 5 years ago, it was myself. The only one that's here today is Sammy, right? Where there was maybe 5 of us or 10 of us on a Zoom call. We had a similar compensation plan. We had the vision. We saw the vision. People come, people go, but we're still here. The goal is still to max out the compensation plan. And it doesn't need everyone to do this, but you guys are a part of this. I just want to make that very, very clear. So whatever rank, whatever income on this compensation plan you feel would help your lifestyle, you can work towards it. But the ultimate goal of House of Riches is to max out this compensation plan. Okay. So when I'm around the likes of people that are making 375K a month and are making 200K a month and are making 100K a month, you can only believe or imagine why my belief system is the way it is. Because if it's happening around you, it's normal. It's a belief that's now become normal. But the problem with most people is we've grown up in environments where the normal is a 9 to 5. The normal is making 30K a year. The normal is having 20 holidays in a year. The normal is being asked and told when to go on holiday. I'm not downplaying that, but if you're okay with that, that's fine. For whatever's within me, it's never been okay. I've never been okay with that. All right, guys. So I don't want to make this about me because I'm not doing today's call. I do want to make it about a very, very special individual, an individual who has become a huge, huge, huge asset. And if you've never seen this before, guys, please take a screenshot. This is your escape plan. Trading's been around for hundreds of years, guys, and it will continue to be. A black and white blueprint. Some people say, oh, can you guarantee trading? We all know you can't guarantee trading. It's impossible. This is a guarantee. The reason why people like their job is because it's a guarantee. It's a safety net, right? It's security. This is just as secure as your job, right? Because it's black and white. If you do this, you do that. But take a screenshot if you haven't already, right? But back to the point. What I obviously want to talk about is an individual who has become a huge, huge asset to this organization. I haven't known him for a long, long time. We've got so many mutuals. I don't know how we never actually met prior to this business, but we've got many, many mutual friends. He's an individual who I saw come in and was someone, and not he wasn't nobody, but he wasn't who he is today. He's evolved so much. He's come in, he's been coachable, he's followed the game plan, he's followed everything he should be doing, and he's someone who's going to go very, very far with this industry. He's going to go very, very far with us. He's leading loads of people at the moment. He's earning a very, very good income. He does do this full time, right? He was one of our first, I'd say, top 10 full timers within the platform. And it is also his birthday. So we're throwing him under the bus here, right? I'm not going to say his age. You lot can guess his age. You know what they say about black don't crack and that, right? So when we're not gonna say his age, right? But without further ado, I want to hand it over to the one and only guys, Mr. Rheo. He's going to give you guys gems. Please take notes. But I thought it'd be a great opportunity for him to start his journey into his next decade of life to start on a Monday mindset call, pouring into you guys on a Monday evening. All right. So without further ado, Mr. Rheo, I'm gonna make you host, bro. And I told him as well, I told him unleash the cuffs, right? Don't hold back. Don't be nice. You don't know Rheo for being the nice guy, the giddy guy. I said, Rheo, just tell them what time it is, right? Let it out, right? So over to you, bro. You should be host.
All right. Cool. Hold on. Let me just post. Hold on. Spotlight myself. Could everyone see me and hear me? We good? Let me get some ones in the chat if you can see me and hear me clearly, please, family. Wicked, 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 wicked. Jesus. All right, cool. So where do we start today? Where do we start today? So firstly, and always, I'd like to give gratitude and thanks to our one and only Mr. Bonds, our leader, our captain, who's actually played a very instrumental part in changing my life. Because now I could definitely say, from when I've started, my life has changed completely, and he is definitely a big part of that. So is Sammy. So is Melando. I'm about to get into that shortly. So let me just get some riches in the chat, please, family. Let's show some love for the family that we do have, because without these guys at the top, trust me, a lot of this wouldn't be possible. And actually, let me give you guys a little mind test, right? I do this to myself sometimes because there's times I might take things for granted, right? And I say to myself, all right, imagine Sammy Bonds and Melando left today and I had to stay and do what I had to do. Just imagine it, you know? So when I think about that, it makes me realize, okay, utilize these guys, which is what we should be doing, which is also what put me in a position of where I am now and where I'm going to go further beyond, right? So, yeah, it is a bit blurry, it's mad. All right, guys, basically, hold on. We good? We better? You better? Because I'm getting DMs. You lot are grilling me. I can't lie. But cool. Let's get into it. So pretty much what I wanted to go over today is I'm gonna give you lot a bit of my story as to since when I've joined. It's been a year, just over a year, and I'm gonna kind of relate it to a lot of things that I see, like struggles that people are going through, or maybe things that I can share to help you get to my position or even beyond. Trust me. And that's pretty much what I want to get into straight away, right? So to start, I got brought into this opportunity by my cousin Melando. Um, yeah, he gave me a shout one day and he just told me, yeah, I've got this opportunity to make money. And we had a conversation. I told him I'm gonna think about it. It didn't take me long because I called him back within 5 minutes and I said, let's get to it. To be actually honest, I didn't actually fully know what I was getting into. I didn't. I just knew my cousin was on the phone. I trust him. He's telling me let's get involved in something. Let's do it. Cool. So to be honest, I didn't take it serious. I didn't even know what I signed up to. It took me months to even look at anything I had paid for. I was in the group chats. I didn't know what the group chat was about. I didn't know, honestly, right? So what happened was after that, my mom had started a new job and she pretty much, you know, when you get a work phone from work. She just got a new phone and she she lost her phone, sorry, straight away. She got the phone on Friday. She was gonna start the job on Monday and she lost it on the weekend. So her job was pretty much done. So she was stressing out, right? And I think just a couple of days before that, I just tested a trade or something and I made £100. I think I was live because I knew how to copy and paste from prior. So I remember I made £100 and I thought, yeah, we're rich. Mom, forget that job. Leave it. Let's go. We're gone. And she didn't budge. She didn't care. She like, she was stressed out. What are you talking about, Rheo? I'm like, bro, get another job, help me, or whatever it was. It was mental, man. And I felt a bit hurt. Like I didn't really understand. Like, mom, why are you raining on my parade? We're about to get rich. But I didn't really understand what it was, right? So my mom's a very strong woman, like in a sense of, well, showing emotion doesn't mean you're not strong, but she likes to put on a strong front. So I've known my mom my whole life, 30 years, 30 today, guys. Thanks, Josh. Uh, so I've probably seen my mom cry 4 times, maybe. So this was one of them. So right, US 30, this guy. So yeah, my mom was quite upset, right? And it affected me. So she laid in her bed for a couple of days, which isn't like her. She was quite upset. And just I'm just trying to make it short, not too emotional. I just want to be very objective about it. And I stayed up in my bed and I was quite stressed and thinking like, why is my mum feeling like this? Like, why is another man, what another man might say, got you feeling like this? You're not even present with your kids. You're just locking yourself away, and that's not the lady I know. It hurt me a lot. So I don't know why I even mentioned it. At that point, I mentioned it to a few people that was in the company that I actually know outside. So I just mentioned it to them, like, guys, like I'm stressed out a bit. And the conversation came to a conclusion of you just pretty much know what you need to do. Like, look at the opportunity you're in now. If you want your mom to stop feeling like that, just look at your opportunity and figure it out, right? So I did. I looked into everything. I looked into like just what I could achieve. I looked into who there is. So I know Melando. Who's Melando around? He's around Josh. He's around Sammy. He's around Chris. Who are these people? What do they do? I was watching them, and I knew like you got to get close to them. You got to get within proximity. You got to learn from them, right? So I made a decision that I'm actually gonna get involved into building the business. Just forget even building the business. Just get head first into the business in every single aspect because it's time to level up, right? So, and the reason why I don't really like telling this part of the story because it's just not really something I like telling, and it's I don't want to tell it like it's a story. But because it's actually a year up to this time, I feel like it's only appropriate. So I might not ever mention this again, to be honest. So here goes. So last year, right, in June, this time last year, June, I lost one of my closest friends on the 1st of July. No, the 1st of June, sorry. And that's the actual day I actually decided to take the business serious. A couple hours before he died, that's when the decision was made. When I got the call, all right, you just decided to be serious about business. Are you gonna let that phone call deter you? You just saw your mom cry. You get what I'm saying. It's a no-brainer, right? We got to move forward. So we move forward. Cool. Now a couple weeks forward, it brings me to the 23rd of June, which is a year ago today, right? The time is now 8:30. This time last year, it was actually minutes to 10 where it was about to blow my cake. My phone started to ring. I got a phone call saying your friend has been hurt. Don't worry, he's fine. It's all good. Nothing to worry about. So I'm like, okay, but because it wasn't really good news, it just kind of threw my birthday off a bit. So I'm just like, I'm not really feeling it. So I told my mum, I'm just gonna take a walk home. I'll pay for your cab, you go, and I'll just walk home. So I walked home. I don't live far from my nan's house where I celebrated my birthday, and within 20 minutes it took me to get home. As I put my key in the door, I got a phone call again saying my friend just passed away. So I'm like, it was on my birthday. It's crazy, right? And wow, Tracy, I'm definitely sorry for your loss because yeah, losses, we definitely feel them, you know. But all I can say is just keep your head up and every day just put one foot in front of the other and God will do the rest, right? So, yeah, I put my key in the door. Your friend just died. I'm like confused, like you guys just told me he's gonna be fine. Like, what is this? But God doesn't miss. God doesn't miss, right? And it hurts to say that, but it's the truth. So I'm sitting in my bed like, oh man, I just lost my one of my another close friend in the space of a couple weeks. Like this is mental. Like I remember even giggling like this ain't real. This is mental, right? Then I got no, I didn't get another phone call yet. Another day, 2 days later, I got another phone call. Hey Ree, I didn't want to phone you on your birthday, but your close friend, female, she hung herself on your birthday. So it's just good that you know, right? Whatnot. That one. It's sad, but let me just explain something to you because it's kind of related to what we're doing in the business as well. So this friend of mine, she not long had a child, and now that child doesn't have a mum. Now I can't replace the mum, but the next best thing that I could do is give that child as many opportunities in life as possible And the only way to do that, or the best way to do that, is through money, right? So I knew what needed to be done. Just like any other phone call that I had that month, I just knew what needed to be done. It wasn't really time to feel emotions. It was just time to get to the business. So this is what I'm telling you guys. I appreciate all of the messages, trust me, definitely. But the thing that I'm trying to get to is I wasn't allowing myself to get what the word is, you know what the word is, consumed into my feelings because the goal, the mission was just bigger than it was deeper than my feelings, right? So I carried on moving. Okay, lost two close friends on my birthday. Mental. All right,
Mm.
3 days later, it's the 26th. I was on a Zoom call with Chris Katanas. I remember, got a phone call. It's weird. I remember I said to my mum, I shouldn't answer this phone. And I laughed again. Answered it. It was my sister, who a lot of you lot know Kyra at this point. Um, she phoned me and was like, yeah, our auntie just passed away. And I'm like, even now when I'm saying it to you guys, it doesn't even seem real because don't get me wrong. A lot of people lose a lot of people in life, and this is life and death. It happens, right? But from my experiences in life, I haven't really like lost a lot of people. So this is new to me. So a lot of you guys probably are thinking, yeah, a lot of people have had that. Not me. That like I lose people in my family once every 7 years, or God knows, I don't know. But this was new, right? So my auntie passed away, and I'm like, wait, this is mental. This isn't an accident. There's a reason behind this. What's going on, right?
Andy,
Hold up.
what are you doing in there?
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, there's a reason why this is going on, right? I wasn't aware of what the reason was, but I just knew I just needed to focus, right? So at that point, I just got head first in the business, and I started to make a lot of money. But the money didn't seem like a lot because I was using it for other reasons, as I just mentioned. People in these situations needed help, right? And even one of those, a funeral couldn't take place at the original time. It took 2 months. And if you know about funerals, that takes a long time. I say it like I planned a funeral before. I've never done, but funerals should take never 2 months, but we couldn't have it because of funds. So I had no choice but to take this seriously, guys. I had no choice. And it could have been worse. I could have been like, no, absolutely no disrespect if you work a job at all, but understand this. I could have just been working a job. I was working a job at the time. I could have just been working a job, right? What do I do then? Okay, now I'm in this situation where I've said that there's Milando, there's Sammy, there's Bonds, there's so many other people, there's LA, there's other people that can actually help you in your situation. So now's not time to get my feelings, it's time to actually, I'm around, Everything I'm around, it's time to utilize it. No one, my team started to grow. No one actually knew this because it's need to know basis. It wasn't really anything that I needed to share. And maybe more to the point, I just needed to be focused. So everything needed to be done. Funerals got paid for. A lot of things got handled that I'd never thought would be possible to get handled. A lot of you, if you remember last summer, I was making a lot of good profit, some mad numbers, and it wasn't to floss. It wasn't to get rich overnight. It wasn't these things. It was because I understood the situation I was in, and things that I didn't think was possible was beyond possible, right, guys? So from there, it was like it hit me. So I've now gone through like a situation of things. I've now sorted them out in a way that I never thought I can, and I'm now healing. So now, what do you do? Look at what you've done, right? Forget money. Look at what you've done, impact, right? I don't want to get into the details, but you guys pretty much get what I'm saying when it comes to family, whatever it is. So now I'm healing, and I've learned a lot. I've gained a lot of knowledge. Business wise, trading wise, and I'm getting more and more people in my team, and there's more people in House of Riches, and there's just so much people that haven't gone through that yet. And I don't mean the pain and the hardship. I'm talking about the trading and the making money but I have. I'm gonna share it with you guys. So that's what I started to do. I started to not really focus on myself. I didn't even care about making money at that point. I promise you guys, after I made 24K, I did not trade again for a very long time. After I paid for what I need to pay for, I was just focused on other people making profits, maybe even more so than I should have, because I learned a lot in the way of things that I shouldn't do. So, right, guys, and along the way, let me just throw something in there as well, because I always gotta mention this. If you haven't been on Sammy's mindset call yet, put one in the chat. Let me see something. If you've not been on any of Sammy's mindset calls yet, put one in the chat. Okay. Okay, it's okay if you haven't. Just make sure you do, right? Make sure you do. You definitely like if you don't, I can't even give you an example as to like how you're shooting yourself in the foot. It really makes no sense. Everything that we do, like I could say trading is mindset, but life is mindset. And the gems that Sammy has dropped, I wouldn't be here now talking to you guys if I didn't jump on those calls. Trust me. I used to jump on those calls sometimes and think, wow, like I can't do that. And some of the advice you used to give, I'm thinking like, could I be that person? And what a lot of you guys, and this is for you guys that do go on these calls, and I have this conversation with my team. Because there's a lot of people that go on it and they watch it like a soap opera. They watch it, they enjoy it. Once it's done, it don't exist. Trust me, what you guys need to do, and I hear Sammy on these calls tell you guys to take notes, and she tells you exactly what to take notes on. Write them down and then put them into action. Do not write them down and just leave them because you're not going to grow. I promise. You're not. I'm just going to be honest. You're not. The only time it actually worked for me is when I wrote it down every time and I put it into action. I promise you guys, I started to see results straight away, instantly, frequently, fast. This whole 20, this whole money and growing that I did in the summer and these changes, this was a big part of it, guys. Trust me. Another thing, being coachable. You're not always right. Melando's my cousin, right? My younger cousin. So not that age really means anything, but when we've come into this industry and he's had to, as my mentor, give me advice, I'm looking at it from a different lens. So I'm sometimes not even taking it like maybe listen to your older cousin, maybe he's right. Not thinking he's the experienced one. I had to humble myself a lot, a lot. And what happened straight away, even when I'm listening to Melando and I'm thinking, you're not right, respectfully. There's times I thought that. And you know what? I'm still gonna listen to what you're gonna say. And what happened? What happened? I'm still here. That's what's happened. You understand what I'm saying? It humbled me. I had to humble myself. I had to look at him as a man rather than my little cousin or younger cousin. I had to look at him as just a separate man, as who he is. You understand? So these are the things that we're around and the things that we need to utilize, right, guys? So um more so to the point as to what I'm saying. So these are the guys that actually helped me to get to where I am and what I've utilized. And another thing, like I told you, this was just last year. Now it's a year ahead, and I promise you guys, and I'm saying this on Zoom, it's recorded. Bond said this is going on YouTube. You guys are never gonna see me work a job again, ever, ever again, right? And why? I promise you guys, there's nothing more special about me than you. I'm not smarter than you. There's no difference. I'm just utilizing what's around me. That is the only difference. Or maybe I've been here a bit longer, but if I've been here a bit longer, you guys could do it in shorter time because I'll tell you guys every single mistake I made, and that's exactly I have no idea who that is, and that's exactly why I wanted to have this call. All of them. So since summertime, I was on a roll. Don't think this whole year I've been on a roll from summer to here. I haven't. Where I went wrong, and I've actually analyzed this a lot, so I could say this comfortably. The only time anything went wrong is when I stopped listening and I thought I knew best. I promise you now. I cannot give you guys one time when I was listening that anything went wrong. Never. Not since I've been here. Doesn't happen. And it's a lot easier said than done, right? Very lot easier said than done. Just listen to what you're told. But guys, honestly, like if you knew the answer all the time, you wouldn't be here. You know, someone's always gonna know more than you in some sort of place, and here it's gonna be the leaders of the team you're in. So, you know, that's just pretty much what I'm saying to you guys. So you've got to really utilize what you got. A few things. What else did I want to say that I think people are struggling with? Even down to when you're, yeah, when you you know another thing that happens, right? When I'm telling you guys, listen to your mentors, the leaders, just listen. Don't listen for a small period of time, think you know it all, and then run off thinking you're good. Like that is the worst thing to do. We all know what happens. If imagine that was in a movie where someone was teaching someone something and they only learned a little bit and they ran off and was like, yeah, piss off, I'm gonna do my own thing. How's that movie gonna end? Well, we know what's gonna happen with that character. We all know. So what makes you think you're gonna be any different? Come on, guys. you gotta stay humble and really look at like utilize what you got around you. Like I'm just being dead serious. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Mm, That's just it. That's just me being. I could make it sound as nice as that, but I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. It's my birthday. I'm seeing a lot of changes, and I've had a lot of time to think and analyze and really see everything that's been going on. And the only time I've lost money trading, you- we- that's maybe a mad thing to say because we all lose trades at times. But I'm telling you, the only time I lose money trading is because I did something I wasn't meant to do. And that same rule applies to everything else. If you follow all the steps, every single one of us, how many of us? 76 of us. All of the steps are the same for all of us. So it's not, I haven't got to do anything different to Amelia or Sammy or Kubia. Like we've all got the same steps to success. We just got to pretty much hold each other accountable. Yeah, some of us might need more help than others. This is why we're a team. We look out for each other, you know? But we can't look out for each other if you don't want the help. Like I have a saying in my team, no one gets left behind unless you choose to. You understand? But you're not gonna get you need to put yourself in a position to win. Like we all understand your five friends, like what they say about your five friends is your average income. What are you gonna do? Stay at home. Like another thing, like we know where the office is, right, guys? Do we all know? Put a one in the chat if you know there's an office. Hmm. Okay, cool. So we put in a two. Right, guys. So this is for the people that are quite close, not even necessarily close, because this could apply for anyone, right? We all have stresses in our life. We all have a lot of things going on in our life, right? Like my friend said it to me a couple weeks ago. I was going through a bit of stress. Hold up. Yeah, sorry guys. So one of my friends said this to me. He said, "Rio, you're stressed. Why are you at home?" I'm like, "I'm stressed, bro." He's like, "Well, go and stress around the millionaires. Go and stress around the money. Go and stress around people that that could change what you're feeling. Why are you staying at home? Makes no sense. You understand?" So pretty much just what I wanted to say to you guys is utilize everything that's around you. Utilize the winners around you. Otherwise, and don't be shy to neither. Maybe you haven't heard the saying that's in this team. There's no such thing as a stupid question. So ask. I say there was a member in my team not long ago. He had a question on a Monday. He asked me on Friday. He could have got paid that whole week by the answer. The answer could get you paid, but you're choosing to not get paid and keep the question to yourself. Guys, it's not the way. Utilize everything around you guys. Trust me. Like I said in the beginning of this call, imagine Sammy, Bonds, Melando, myself, Savannah, Liana. Imagine we all win. Then, not saying you won't succeed. It'll be a lot harder. It'll be different, right? So now that we're all here, everyone's here, you have to utilize it. Otherwise, if you actually fail, it's your own fault. And I didn't want to say that to you guys, but it's the truth. And to me, if I fail from here, I can't blame no one but myself. It makes zero sense. How? Like we're all doing the same thing. And people are doing the same thing as me and they're winning. It makes no sense, right, guys? So one thing that Josh definitely told me as well for you guys is to give you something to take away. Because who understands the most dangerous thing about motivation? And I know a lot of you lot are possibly motivated right now, but what's the most dangerous thing about motivation? Someone tell me in the chat. Hmm. Yes, there we go. It fades. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling. It fades. It fades. Now, it's not a bad thing, but I think personally, maybe only 20% of the world know what to do with motivation. The other 80, they just sit there feeling good and then that's it. But one thing, let me tell you something, right? You see, like, if this is the best example, we're on a Zoom call at nighttime. You lot are gonna go to bed feeling motivated, probably, hopefully. In the morning, you're not gonna feel exactly how you feel right now. I promise. Let's say on a scale, you feel 100 right now. Tomorrow morning, that's gonna be 80. When everyone else wakes up and you're getting on with your day and you're handling this and you're carrying tasks, it's gonna go to 70. It's gonna go to 60. That's what motivation does. But when I said it's not a bad thing, there's ways you can actually turn that motivation into something positive. If you actually act behind your motivation and not just sit there feeling good, then it's a whole different thing. We don't even you call that motivation no more. There's a whole nother word for that. Inspiration, maybe. I don't know. But action is the main thing. So I'm gonna give you guys, I want every single person here to write down these 10 things, right? And these are 10 things that I promise you guys. And if you know me, promises are key. I either do myself, have done to get to where I am, or I'm going to do. Maybe even all three, right? So this is Josh. He told me to give you guys this part. He didn't tell me exactly what it is, but I made sure I sat down. Yeah, Josh, I'm talking to you while I'm saying this. I made sure I sat down and I thought about this very well, my boy. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, guys, and this is the first one. It's from Sammy. Changed my life. Appreciate you, miss. Create a routine, especially in the morning. I didn't even know what a morning routine was. I can't even lie. It's morning routine. It's in the name, but I've never heard of it. I didn't know what it was. Like, I didn't know. I'm telling you. Like I told you guys, um, anything that I do wrong, I'm gonna let you guys know, right? Okay. I left my job in uh the 20th of March. Before that, my morning routine went around my work because I finished quite early and it still worked. But as soon as I left my job now, I've got all the time in the world. Yeah, shit started to go south real quick. Why? Because I didn't have a morning routine. As soon as I jumped back on Sammy's calls again, went through it again. Oh, that's what it is. Let me just see if that makes a difference. Massive difference. In terms of how I feel as well, it's like it just changed everything. So if you do not have a morning routine, definitely, preferably make one throughout the day, but morning. All right, reframe your negative thoughts. This is something that I definitely could talk to you guys about because I'm not gonna tell you don't think negative because someone like me, not anymore, but it's easy to think negative. Like it's easy for a negative thought to appear in my mind. So, and if you're one of those, don't worry. It's just about turning that negative into positives. Trust me, there's a positive in everything if you choose to see it. If you can't see it, you're not looking hard enough or you're just choosing not to. You're actually, I can't lie, self-inflicted at this point. I'll just be honest. I'm not here to lie to you. It's just honest. Your mind is in control by you. So the direction you want to take it in, I can't help you with that, right, guys? So just try and just change it into something positive always. And if you can't find a positive in this situation, find something else that makes you feel good at that time. What else? And don't say nothing because that's mental. That's not the case. That's a lie. Third, focus on your small wins. And I don't just, but I also do mean trading too. Definitely. Definitely. Guys, this is so important. This is so important. And this is from someone who's got very high expectation and high goals. I sometimes used to not really see the wins in much that I do because I'm aiming for like much more. And the leaders around me showed me like, bro, be happy with certain things, be happy with what you've done, be happy with this. And since I've started to find like happiness in most things, I feel different. Life is different. Like, do you guys actually understand what I'm saying? Life is different. I'm not talking about money or anything material. Life is different just because of the way you see things, right? So focus on the small wins all the time, every day. If you can do one small act of kindness for one person, not 10, one person, how much people do you see every single day? And don't say none. You're gonna see one person. Just do one day. Let's see. Let's see how that changes you. Try it from now to the end of the 90 days till July the 7th. And if I'm wrong, I'll give you £100. All you. How about that? Just try it. Trust me. All right. The fourth one isn't the most easiest, but I'll give you a way. Develop mental toughness. That one's not easy. It's a lot of people. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm just talking about the world as a whole. A lot of people are woe is me, the world's against me, and why is this happening to me? And you know, it's hard to get them out of that. But the way I say deal with it is just do something that scares you. That's gonna bring something out of you that you didn't know was there. I was I never saw myself doing a Zoom call before, ever. Now it's normal, right? Do something that scares you. Something like, yeah, speak in public. I don't know. Go and just push yourself out of your comfort zone. And I promise you, you're gonna appreciate so much about life, and it's gonna bring out something in you that like it brings out a toughness in you because you're now growing. You're not that same person that's just taking lashing like a beating, if that makes sense. You're now growing. So all of these things that are now gonna try and suppress you, you're gonna just fight it. Let's see. Another one that I want you to try. Another one. Now, number 5. Another one from Sammy. Oh, she's taking over the list, guys. Practice gratitude daily. For real. Like, for real. It's nice to say, yeah, we're all grateful, but how many of us are actually grateful for everything? You know? I'm like, for real, the smallest things. What I do every day, write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. I do that every single day, and I've done that for the last maybe 9 months. There was a few months period where I stopped. Once again, shit started to go wrong. I weren't making the right money. I weren't feeling good. Business weren't businessing. It was just all going south because I weren't, just didn't really feel grateful about anything. No matter how big or small as well, right, guys? So it doesn't have to be the biggest thing in the world. This one, I could definitely speak on with chest. Visualize your success. Visualize it. That's all you should be thinking about. If you're sitting here thinking about some TV show or God knows whatever, like, what do you think's gonna happen? Like, I don't mean to be harsh or to break your heart, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but Josh said I could do it, right, guys? Listen, if you're spending numerous hours weekly watching Love Island, listen, I'm not gonna tell you no. But do not say to anyone else, do not ever complain about money to no one. Keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself. And when people are struggling in later generations, I hope you got the balls or the cojones to say, yeah, let's just watch Love Island. It's all right. And it's not just Love Island. So I'm not just getting at Love Island. I'm talking about everything. Like I'm not just sitting here to say I've did this and you should do this, but I'm just telling you what I've done. I am a you probably don't even know how much of a football fan I am my whole life. I haven't watched football since March 2024. Coincidence? I think not. Come on, guys. And I'm not sitting here telling you what to do. I'm telling you what's going to happen if you do this and what happens if you do that. If you think I'm wrong, that's entirely up to you. Just don't complain when it happens. Keep that to yourself. Sorry. And I don't mean to be harsh, but that's just the truth. So if you want to watch your TV shows, you can. But like, there's days and times you can. I'm not saying don't ever watch TV, but don't go crazy. Don't consume yourself with these things, guys. Have a moment, an hour, 2 hours in the week where you just wind down, or an hour a day where you wind down. But if you're just all day, you're just gossiping on the phone, like, yeah, did you see what she cheated on him last night? And like, bro, why? Like, okay, I'm not even gonna go on that no more. You guys already get the point. All right. But visualizing success, that's what I was talking about. Visualizing success, guys. Me, what I do, and maybe this I'm a bit too obsessed, but I constantly think about just everything about the business. Like how do you when you guys go to sleep? It sounds like a mad question. How do you go to sleep? Do you put a movie on? Do you listen to music? What we do? What do you do? Do you just watch TV till you fall asleep? This is an honest question, guys. I want to see in the chat. How do you go to sleep? There's not a wrong answer because we all go to sleep. We pray, love that, love that. Music, listen to affirmations, love that affirmations. Okay, audiobooks, manifestation. Oh, love this. I'm definitely in the right place. I love you guys. Remembrance of God. Okay, cool. What I do, and I don't know, I've done this for a while. I visualize shit. Like last night, I hardly got any sleep, but last night I was just visualizing giving my parents and grandparents 10K, just 10K each. That's all I was visualizing again, visualizing their reaction, the jokes they'd make, the surprise on their face. Would it be cash? Would it be through crypto? What's it gonna be like? I visualize these things. I visualize a lot of things like Milando, a family member of mine. We're both not far from 5K. That's 10K in a family. Wait, from two people, that's not find that outside of this business. Visualize this. Visualize it. Don't think it can't happen to you. The only reason it can't happen to you is because you're not thinking about it. Trust me, that's the only reason. Nothing happens in your life that you haven't already thought about. Trust me. Learn from your setbacks and don't dwell on them. Easier said than done again. Because when you actually go through the setbacks, you feel it, right? It hurts, right? Does it? It does. But guess what that is? Your feelings. I don't want to say F your feelings because your feelings are very valid. But what I need you guys to understand is feelings and actions are two different things. Like they can exist at the same time, but like why I say that is because let's just say um I gave you guys let's just say I spoke to you in a way that you wasn't happy with, but you knew it was warranted. He's just telling me what I needed to hear, and but you felt a type of way. Why is he talking to me like that? If you act on that feeling, then where are you gonna go? That no one's to say you're wrong to feel that way, but you've acted on that feeling and now you've missed the whole message of what this person was telling you, right? So what people need to understand is just because you feel something, it doesn't mean it's real. Your feeling is real, but it doesn't mean like in the real world, that's exactly what's going on. I had a conversation with someone in my team yesterday, and I just said, I want to have a word with you. That person was like, what did I do wrong? So now they didn't act on it. I'm not saying that, but just look in this moment. They're feeling like they've done something wrong. Now, if they project that into the real world, that they've done something wrong, they haven't. That didn't exist. But why? Where was that created from? Their feelings. But it only exists to them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes your feelings aren't what's really in the real world. It's just your feelings. So I'm not invalidating them. I'm just saying don't dwell on them because that's all they are, your feelings. Sorry. So write that down. Number 8, which I mentioned earlier, surround yourself with positive influences. You know one thing I noticed about Josh, I've never said it to him as well. I don't think I could be in a bad mood around this guy, just off energy alone. Um, the other day I came into the office, I was in a really, really bad mood, family reasons. I was in a really bad mood. I was sitting outside for like 5 minutes. And he came downstairs. He opened the door. He was just walking past. He was going to the shop. He saw me, and I don't even know what he said. He just said like, "Oh, you're right" or something. And his energy alone changed my whole day. I was pissed off for hours. His energy alone, just that. Now, remember what I said about me chilling in my room. If I was in my room, how do you think I would have felt for the rest of the day? Possibly the rest of the week, which would have led to the next week and the next week, and God knows how long. But you're just around the positive influences. One reason why I actually rate Sammy so highly. I know Sammy's human. And there's times she probably doesn't feel as positive as we see, but you know what? We don't see it. Me, I've known Sammy for over a year now, and all I've ever been exposed to is positivity. Nothing else. And I'm sure you guys all agree because that's just a fact. I wouldn't believe you guys have seen anything else. And what do you think that's gonna happen? Like anytime I'm around her or she crosses my mind or anything like that, it's just gonna be positive. It has a mad effect on you. I cannot go around this person and be pissed off. It doesn't even it's not gonna happen. It's just positive influence. You understand what I'm saying? And there's just so many other people. It's not even just about success. It's just more positive. Positive doesn't necessarily mean money. It just means positive. It just means good, right? So stop chilling around your moody friends who don't really care about what you're doing. They don't believe in you and they're making you feel shit. Throw them in the bin. Go around someone that actually makes you feel good. You know? That's number 8. Now, we're going slightly over time, but we only got 2 more. Number 9, take care of your body. Your mind and your body are one. I'm learning this as we speak. So I did say to you guys, some of these things I'm going to start doing. So I've recently started going to the gym. I recently started doing little workouts around my park as well. A lot more fitness and a lot of clarities came. Like my mind just don't feel clouded. I didn't even know my mind was clouded until I started to take on this journey. And a lot of you guys go gym, I know that. So you lot know what I'm talking about for sure. And yeah, just let everyone else know how important that is. Looking after your body is a whole game changer. Like that's the gateway to a whole new life, you know? And don't wait. Don't do this whole I'll wait till I'm ready. That makes no sense. Like get started on your body now because that I'll wait till I'm ready is like saying I'm gonna go to the gym when I'm fit. It makes no sense. You can't do that, right? So just do it now. Just work on your body now and the mind will follow. And the last thing, practice self-compassion, guys. This doesn't fall for everyone because a lot of people are lovely and I see they do have it. But a lot of you guys are extremely hard on yourself. And there's a difference between putting a lot of pressure on yourself, which pressure makes diamonds, and being just hard on yourself for no reason. So I'm not going to get too deep into that. I'm just going to hit you with one sentence that should make sense. Treat yourself with the same kindness that you would treat a friend. All right? If you would treat a friend like shit, you probably deserve to treat yourself like shit. I'll be honest. But that's not the case with most of you guys. I know you guys. You guys have a big hearts, and I pretty much love you guys from what I've seen. So, and the way you guys treat me, from what I've seen, if you guys treat yourself how you treat me, you understand? So make sure you got those 10 things noted. Make sure you follow those 10 things. And I guarantee you how many people, 74 people, in less than a year, half of you lot should be way further than I am right now. Oh, love that, Savannah. Oh, wow. Even Savannah, let me give Savannah a big up call as well, because this is someone that just came out of nowhere to me and just had a massive impact on my life, guys. So when I say the House of Riches family is really a family that shouldn't be taken for granted, I'm telling you guys, really utilize what you got. Capiche? So that's it. I'm gonna let you guys in get to the rest of your nights. I've said what I've needed to say. I've hope you guys have taken it in. I hope you didn't just listen to get motivated so you could wake up at 80% tomorrow and wonder why. When that does happen, sorry, I wanted to say, when you wake up at 80, which you will, or 90, go back to building the small wins. That should top it up for you. I'll give you guys another gem just there. Always. Every day take action, right? And the rest will do itself. Leave it to God, right? So that's all from me, guys. I've got no more for you for the rest of the day. And yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you for the birthday messages. You didn't need to write 30, whoever wrote that. Kate, no, I'm joking. I appreciate you. Definitely. Yes, I'm 30. I'm not hiding.